Yay! This is so exciting. I love getting achievements. I haven't got achievements for a while. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another exciting episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I am your host, Jon-Michael Booth, aka JJ, and that is the sound of a nether portal. Does that mean we're going to the nether today? Actually, no, it doesn't. It's just an interesting place to stand, that's all. That makes a weird sound. Where are we going today? Well, let's figure that out. The first thing I want to do today is check on our crops. I still have that vibrant stuff growing. What is that called? I don't even remember. I had the vibrant alloy seeds. I've made a ton of vibrant alloy. I've made 351 vibrant alloy, and I can make more, which is beautiful. So that is exactly what I need in order to make this conduit that I was talking about last week. So here it is, right here. This is the vibrant alloy and my conduit binder, which I have a ton of, and that will get me this ender energy conduit. So there we go. This has an amazing throughput of power, and that's probably going to be enough for now. I'll probably come back and make a whole bunch more of it at some point, but right now I think that's all of the conduit that I need. So, in order to use that conduit, I'm going to need two things. One thing to supply power, and one thing to eat power. And that's what we're going to build right now. So the thing we're going to use to supply the power, well, technically the power is going to come from my big reactor, which I already have running, but I need to move that power around, and if you recall, the way to do that is by using these tesseract things. I went through the process and made the tesseract frames off camera, but I thought I would just save the sort of very end process, which was the putting the bronze and the silver around them to turn them into actual tesseracts on camera. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. We now have 3 new tesseracts. So, if you recall, what I can do with these tesseracts is put them somewhere else in the world and then take power from that. So, I have my power being generated by my big reactor here. The big reactor is powering up this tesseract, and then anywhere I go that I need power, I can just plug in a new tesseract and away I go. So that's what I'm going to do at my brand new base. So I have the tesseract, which will receive power from my big reactor. I have the conduit, which will carry the power to whatever device I want. And then I need the device. So, what device do I want to start with? Well, the first thing I'm going to need to do before I start building the device is get myself a resource. So let's go on a little expedition. That actually is part of the reason why I have a shovel in my hand, because there's somewhere that I want to go that requires a shovel. And that somewhere is, of course, the desert. So here we are back again in the desert. This time, not to collect drops from bad guys. Today, what? Oh, is that? Oh, weird. Is that an underground, like, space of some kind? Yeah, well, it's some kind of underground space. I thought it was much cooler than it actually is. Actually, I'm just here for sand. That's all I want. So I basically just need to pick a spot and dig massive amounts of sand. So I'm just going to choose a spot like this, and I'm just going to vein mine sand. Tons and tons of sand. And it would help if I actually picked it up too. So, and I hear zombies. I don't know where they are, but they're around somewhere. So I'm just going to keep mining until I find the zombies, or until they find me, one or the other. I just need a bunch of sand. So I'm just going to collect just a ton of sand. Why not? I've got a bunch of diamond shovels, so I might as well just collect sand until I either fill up my inventory or run out of diamond shovels. But if you recall, I have this awesome ender pouch, and I can just click all of these things and send them quickly back to my ME system. So very, very easy, very, very simple. And why don't I do this? Because I don't need, what don't I need here? I don't really need the network tool, I guess. So yeah, so let's do this. Then I can just shift click all of that in there. Awesome. And then I can just keep picking things up. Let's get my shovel, shovel, shovel. Actually, you know what I could do? Before that has a chance to go away, I'll just steal it back. See? That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. I can't forget to eat, though, because that's the one thing about using Vein Miner, is it does make you very hungry. So, mine some sand, mine some sand, mine some sand, mine some sand. I hear zombies, I hear skeletons. There must be something underground here that I'm not seeing. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, and it's whatever it is, it's like right here too, so let's well, I don't need sandstone, otherwise I'd actually dig this open. Alright. Is that enough sand? No, it's never enough sand. Never enough sand! Actually, that's enough sand, because I've used all my shovels, so now I can't possibly get any more sand. So, let's just load all the sand that we got in here, put our network tool back. What did I lose? Did I lose something? I had a shovel. Oh, did I put my other shovel over there? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Okay, we have all the sand we need. Let's go back to our base. Okay, home sweet home. So you might be asking yourself, why did I need all of that sand? Well, there's a few things that I need the sand for. But before I get into that, I'm going to need some Fluix dust. This stuff right here. And I'm going to take the Fluix dusts, and I will take some of my sand, and I hope I've remembered the recipe. Yes, so that'll get me Fluix seeds. And I need a bunch of those. I actually need more than that, probably. So let's take some more Fluix crystals, and we'll come over here to our sag mill, and let's just pop those in place. So we're grinding down Fluix crystals. And then we will take our Fluix dust. So this is basically what's being manufactured right now, this Fluix dust. Take that, and let's see, 56. I guess I need about 8 of these things. 8. So there we go. There we go. And that's, oh, actually, I forgot that gives me 2. So anyway, I have more than 2 stacks of these Fluix seeds now. And if I take my Fluix seeds and I throw them in this puddle, which I do like this, and then I turn on the switch, hopefully, with any luck at all, those Fluix seeds will grow into pure Fluix crystals, because I need to combine those pure Fluix crystals with some other things that I have in my ME system and make the item that I want to make. But before I do that, I'm going to need a few more things. I'm going to need some engineering processors. And remember how in the last couple episodes, I've basically just stood here clicking and clicking and clicking. Well, that's great when you want, 9 processors. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a pain to do it with 9 processors. But I want to speed this up even more than I have already. So I'm going to steal that. And then I'm going to come over here because I manufactured some more of these export buses. I'm also going to take all the acceleration cards I have, and I'm going to take some... Let's see, what else am I going to take? ME glass cable. So I need that. I don't need the hopper, so let's just put our ME glass cable down there. Actually, let's put our export buses down first. And then we're going to need to make some more considerations here. Right now, I have the alloy smelter and the sag mill feeding into hoppers that are going into this chest. And that's all well and good, but it's not efficient enough for me. So what I'm going to do is get rid of that and get rid of that. And then I need to tear up my floor. So let's just tear it up here, and here, and here, and here. And I know I'm going to put these things back at some point. I'm going to take that. So that was an import bus, I believe. Oh no, it was it was an import bus because it was taking stuff out of the chest. So now I need to dig up the floor a little bit because I need to be able to get down here just so I can place items on the bottom of these. Do I have another import bus? Import bus. I don't, but I can probably make one. So I need this stuff. Oh, good. 1, 2... Yeah, sure, let's just make 2 of these things. And that's... Oh, and I have an import bus in my inventory already. Oh, that's because it's the one I just picked up. All right. Okay, sorry for the confusion here. So, we have a sag mill and we have an alloy smelter, and both of these things are producing material that we want to be able to just stick directly into our ME system. So if we take our import buses and we stick 1 on the bottom of each of those, and then we use some of our ME glass cable. 1, 2. There we go. So those devices should come online in a minute, and now we are importing all kinds of stuff. And if I put acceleration cards in here, then we're good to go. So I need to start counting devices here just to make sure I can do this. So on this bottom row, I believe... Actually, I don't have to believe because I can use this. So remember, I used this thick cable, which has 32 channel capability, to go out to here. And then here, I use this thinner cable, and the thinner cable only supports 8 devices. So right now, I have 1, 2, then it comes over here, 3. And then on the top, I have, I think, I'm not sure if this counts as device because it's kind of connected to both of these things, but probably. 1, 2, 3. So 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, but I'm going to make some changes here. So this time I need an export bus. So export bus is going to go there. Does that work? No, that doesn't work. Let's take that off. Let's take that off. Let's put that there, and then that there. Export bus there, and then we need an export bus there. The export bus we can connect down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that automatically wants to connect up there, so that's okay. So these devices are all online right now. What that served, if you are not paying close enough attention, all of the material that gets generated by the sag mill gets stored in here and then sucked out automatically and put directly into the ME system without having to go through a hopper or chest or anything. Super fast. Same thing with the alloy smelter. Any materials that I put in here will get smelted and then sucked out into the ME system. Over here, I have 3 export buses. So whatever I configure these 3 things for will feed into the inscriber. Right now, I don't have the output connected to anything because the output would have to come out this side. But that's okay, because I can just take what I need out of the inscriber as it's happening. So right now I have printed silicon, I have a silicon press, but what I want to make is engineering processors. So down here I'm going to put one of these guys in the export bus filter. So it's automatically going to import printed silicon into the bottom. On the side I need redstone. And on the top, I'm going to need these printed engineering circuits, which I made earlier just by pressing diamonds. So here we'll take redstone, we'll add acceleration cards to make it fast. Am I out of acceleration cards already? Wow, I am. Okay. And then at the top, we'll put these printed engineering circuits. I think I can take a couple out of here because I don't think I need them to be that fast. 3 there, and let's go 2 there. And let's see what's happening. Yeah. So I put one up here, so it's acting as a filter, but I don't have the rest of them in my ME system, so it can't actually take them out. There we go. So now it's taking them out. All this stuff can probably just go away now. There we go. And now, if I pay attention, you should be able to see it's just taking material right out of my ME system. It's taking diamonds, it's taking redstone, and it's taking those printed silicon, and it's making these engineering processors. Okay, so far so good. Let's just fix our floor before we carry on here. I shouldn't have put those conduit facades away. 1, 2, 3, 4 facades and 1 piece of raw marble. So let's take the facades out. Let's take a piece of marble. Well, lots of pieces of marble. And marble. And then facade, 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 facade. Beautiful. Looking good, right? Yeah, looking good. One of the other things that I need to do is make a little bit of glass. How much glass do I have? I have this much glass. I was really hoping to make some colored glass, though. Like maybe some white glass? How do I make that? Oh, it's bone meal. Do I have any bones? Oh, I have bones, and I have bone meal. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So, if I want to make glass that's colored white, I just need that. So let's do that. And now I have 40 of them. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's good. That's great. Okay, 40 stained glass. I'm also going to need a bunch of regular glass. Which, I'm not going to use because I want to use something called a chisel. So there's a mod called chisel. So maybe if I actually do @chisel and then chisel. No. I gotta find the actual item. There it is, right there. So diamond chisel. So it's actually pretty easy to make. A stick and a diamond, and then bang, you make this thing called a chisel. I'm going to put this in my hotbar right now. And now check this out. If I just right click, it pops up this interface, and if I take something like glass and put it in here, it gives me a lot of different kinds of items that I can actually make. And the item that I really wanted to make was borderless glass. Or actually, light glass. Light glass is super cool because basically this is glass that allows, or that basically gives off light. What I'm thinking here, in case you're wondering what my sort of logic train is, I want to make windows in my new base. So I think maybe let's go borderless glass. and we'll see what that looks like. So that's something. So I've got my borderless glass, I've got my white stained glass, I've got quartz, which I wanted, lots of quartz. So let's just take a couple stacks of quartz. Let's take our conduit, which we made. So a couple stacks of that. Let's take our tesseracts. So take all of those. We probably don't need all of those, but we'll take them anyway. And then we will see if our engineering processors are done. Yeah, look at that. 64 engineering processors. Just like that. Remember how long that used to take, or how long that would have taken if I'd have just stood there making them? So, I will take my engineering processors and stick them right here. Then I need some sky stone blocks. And I will put them here, 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 and here. That's probably completely wrong. I think it's like this, actually. Yes. Yeah, let's do that instead. And then the last thing I need are these guys right here, which hopefully are finished growing. And yes, I have 64, 64, and 10 pure Fluix crystals. And they will complete the recipe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course that's wrong, because I always do these things wrong. There we go. And that gets me ME controllers. Now, I don't want 64 of them, but I do want 29 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yay! This is so exciting. I love getting achievements. I haven't got achievements for a while. I shouldn't be getting achievements for these, because I've already built one of these. But I got an achievement anyway, so I'll take it. Alright, 29 ME controllers. I have my glass. I have my conduit. I am all set. This is going to be great. So, the last thing I need is basically just a better pickaxe. Efficiency 1. Yeah, let's just take my efficiency 1 pickaxe back again. And let's just drop that in there. Alright, quartz, white stained glass. You know what I'm going to do just before I go? I'm going to try an experiment here. I'm going to take a little bit more glass, and I'm going to take my chisel, and I'm going to make some of that light glass. Okay. Okay. So, that's what I wanted to make this episode. Now, the last thing I want to do before I finish the episode is place all of these things. And the place I'm going to do that is over here at my brand new base. So, this is my brand new base. This is more or less the middle of my brand new base. So, I'm going to pick a nice area in the floor, because I started thinking about what this was going to look like, and I think this is going to be super cool. And for some reason, the floor is partially hollow. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't have a shovel. 7. So I'm just going to dig this with my pickaxe, which is terrible. 7. And then I want to go... I think I want to go 5 out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There, 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 and there, and there. Okay. These ones also need to go, and this needs to go. And probably all this stuff in the middle will need to go as well. So I guess I'll just do that. Okay. Now, I want my ME controllers. Let's see if I can do the math on this properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then these. Why do I have 4 extra? Why do I have 4 extra? I'm not really sure why I have 4 extra. I'm not supposed to have any extra. Maybe I was only supposed to have less than I made. Oh well, you know what? I'm not too concerned. I'm really not. So let's do this. Let's just pop one in the middle there. Let's put one there. Let's put one there. And the last one we'll just keep in our inventory because it doesn't really make any sense not to. I'm going to take my quartz and I'm going to stick it here to fill in all these spaces. Because that'll look good. There, there, there. There, there, there. There, there. Oops. I better put that other one in first. Actually, I kind of wanted to put the Tesseract in last. That's okay. I can do it on the other side. Okay. So Tesseract is going to go in the corner over there. But leading up to it, I can put those in. Let's get the Tesseract in. Right there. Let's select power. Boom, boom, boom. And look at that. Look at how awesome that looks. Isn't that cool? That is super, super cool. And you know what's actually really funny? It just occurred to me how dumb I am. Because under all of these things, like literally, I just put quartz and they're all supposed to be hollow. But that's okay, because I can come back and dig it all out. But what I wanted to do is put this extra glass in here to kind of give a neat effect. The funny thing is, now that I look at it, I think I'm going to want 8 more of those blocks just to fill in, because I really like the idea that this whole thing is just like a glowing mass. So there it is. That's basically the beginnings of my new base. And because I promised you guys I would, I'm going to stick some conduit on it. Boom, there. That is not at all where this conduit is going to go. The conduit is actually going to come out of the Tesseract, and it's going to go over to my walls, and it's going to fill up all my walls. But that is going to be for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me build this really cool ME controller in the floor. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, well, leave a comment below and tell me how much you hated everything that I just did. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Take care.